All right,
Yep.
War, we're back. Had to test some functions with Streamlabs and learn some things. Ooh. Well, what were you gonna say, Bane?
But oh, so I was thinking about Star Wars: The Old Republic,
Mm-hmm.
and we have come around full circle. We're back to playing it again, and I am enjoying it as much as I ever have.
Right.
The new Legacy of the Sith story was pretty good, and I enjoyed it. Happy to see Malgus return, and then, but I'm just wondering, with the game so, for lack of a better word, soloized now,
Yeah.
where you can do everything by yourself almost, except for raids. I'm just
Right,
wondering
well, we can all
what
make
can we
friends
do
later.
as a
Malgus sent
co-op?
coordinates.
You know
Let's
what I
go.
mean?
He's not one to be kept
Okay,
waiting.
What?
well, let
That's
me
for
get to
sure.
that.
I
Well,
have our
let me get to
ship
that in a
prepped
second.
and
But
ready.
first, I want to
Shall we?
ask: you've already finished the Legacy of the Sith uh,
Ye-
content,
Yeah.
so it's super short.
Well, it is. However, it's only just the first part of it.
Okay.
It's only the first, because you know how they release it in chapters. You know,
Okay.
like with Valkorion, right?
Right.
Remember? So it was just the first part of it. At least that's what it seemed like to me.
Okay. Because uh, I did the was that Jedi Under Siege, and that was super short, and I thought that could have been a lot
Yeah.
more. Um, I'm doing the Onslaught content now, and
Uh huh.
I got five just in
Commander,
Onslaught alone. I've
everyone
gained
else is
five
with the
levels.
fleet en route.
I just
Save
hit
the
level
Empress,
80
of course. She's back on
about
Dromund
15
Cass.
minutes ago.
I'll connect us.
Yeah.
But like I barely got
At least
half a level in Jedi Under Siege. So
I can. Do you know what? I could be wrong with the Legacy of the Sith thing. Let me research it. But
Commander, I'm pleased to see you again.
no,
I
it
am
looks right.
gratified that my Dark Council
Yeah,
has worked
Manon.
alongside you so efficiently.
Yeah, did
Such
all that.
productive cooperation is
The Manon
crucial
stuff.
to our Empire's future.
Your successes against the
Um,
Republic reinforcements have all but guaranteed our victory on Corellia. But we must not
yeah,
become
so
overconfident.
it's actually pretty good.
If I'm
Um,
involved,
it's
then
good that the
victory is
story is good, even if it
guaranteed.
is short. At least the story
Then
is
let's
good.
not waste any time.
yeah.
But
Given that the
but
enemy is
back
unaware
to
of the
your
details of
original
our strategy,
question,
their fleets will assume a
um,
flexible
and
defensive
I
formation
actually
in
agree.
geosynchronous
This game
orbit
has
above the
gone
Meridian
from
Complex shipyard.
being
Contrary to their
a MMO,
expectations, I will take most of our
to
ships to the
basically a
far
single
side
player
of
game.
Corellia, forcing at least some of their vessels to
Right.
break formation and
And
engage us.
And how will you ensure that
it's
the
good and
enemy
bad.
chases you?
Yeah,
I
Indiscriminate
mean,
bombardment of the
it's
planet's
something that we
surface.
had always
Cities,
wanted,
yeah,
industrial
because
centers,
early on
resource
it was
caches.
pretty
We will be
heavily
impossible
geared
to
towards
ignore.
groups.
right.
Um,
Taking
and
advantage of
but
the Republic's
slowly over
sentimentality,
time, it's
they won't
gotten
be
to
able to
where
resist.
With their
you can
formation
do
broken, our
flashpoints by
technological
yourself
advantages will allow us
with
to
the help
punch
of the
through the
droid,
remaining defenders
a
and
lot of
conduct a
other,
surface
and then the
assault on the
companion
complex.
upgrades.
The last
Yep.
of our dreadnoughts
Um,
equipped with Isotope 5
and I do
reactors
enjoy
will
it, but
escort the ground
there
assault
seems,
force through the enemy's blockade. Meanwhile, the silencers commanded by
I
Moff
do like to
Pyron
have our
will
co-op
destroy
time,
any
especially
Republic
with the Star
capital
Wars.
ships that
Right.
attempt to interfere.
You mean my silencers?
The
The only
Empire
thing we can do is
silences.
go up to
Once we reach the
run
planet's
the
surface,
flash
we will
points or whatever
attack
they're
the
called
Meridian Complex from
on
multiple
like a
directions.
veteran or
Seize its
master
control.
From
difficulty.
there,
An Empress
Yeah,
is
that's what I was
silent.
thinking. You can try the higher difficulties.
Let's hope you can keep
Hopefully, we
up.
won't get raffle stomped.
Rendezvous with
Leisure in
My boys, they'll be competing.
Count me in.
That's the spirit. Shall we?
And there's, I
Commander.
think we can even
Proceed to
replay the
these
story
coordinates to
All ships are in.
portions on, for the sections of the story on Veteran and Master as well.
Well, I know you definitely can for uh, the Fallen Empire and the two Empire
Proceeding with bombardment.
storylines. You
Targeting
definitely can.
all.
Oh, I gotta like
Silence
you an
agreed.
awful lot to do that again.
I took 5.
Energy levels like that.
It's not that it
Got
was
a
bad. I
concentrated
really enjoyed the
northern
storyline,
fields.
but I've done it
We have breached the Republic.
All
a
ships.
lot.
Yeah,
So
almost
They can't
every
cheat us
character.
now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
How many lives did we lose to make that happen?
But it
How
did,
many
oh,
ships?
Merely a
I
fraction
didn't
of
did you watch the
surface attack.
shorter cinematic trailer,
No, I have not watched it.
Malgus? Oh man. Okay.
It's okay.
I did watch episode 4 of Obi-Wan. I don't know if you watched that yet.
Yeah, I watched it last night. That's what we were talking about. Dreadism.
There are
We were
more
talking about a little
ground
bit of the
cannons
chat
than
earlier today.
anticipated. All shuttles proceed to secondary drop zones.
So do we want to save that for the controllers and coffee, or do we want to talk
Well,
about that?
Squad,
Okay.
you're
I say we
watching
save
our
it for
back.
controllers and coffee.
Republic's gonna send everyone they've got to
come
reinforce
on,
this
man.
shipyard. So
I
be
mean,
ready to rack up some
we can
big
do it
kill
both. We can do it now and
Contest
then, I
starts
don't
now.
care.
A point for every kill. Officers are 5,
I think we
got-
vehicles and Jedi
With
count
Diablo
for 10.
Immortal being
And
out
if
there, I
you
think we
die,
got a lot more other
you're
stuff to
out.
talk about on
So
controllers
don't
and
get
coffee
reckless
anyways.
out there.
Well,
Understood?
We won't let
You never do. Ready, Commander?
we have talked so much about microtransactions since we
this
started
really all just a
controllers and
game
coffee.
to
I
you?
just
Not
don't
even
know
a
if
little.
anybody wants to hear it
Just something
anymore.
I
But
picked up over the years.
the
Confidence will
other,
keep a squad
but
alive better
the
than
thing
any
about
armor
it
or
is that
stuff.
Diablo Immortal is such a pivotal point in the microtransaction game that, especially for the two of us that have been playing Diablo for so many years, and I feel like the whole damn thing just came to a head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The whole microtransaction thing just came to a complete. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, War, I agree. I definitely agree with that because
So,
Braz went and played it. He
I-
tried it.
I did.
He's playing it,
Yep, I
and
played
it's
it.
exactly like I thought. And I have been doing a lot of reading on the big name publications, gaming publications about Diablo Immortal, and because I'm always curious to see if my intuition is right about what's going on in the gaming world. And based on the articles that I'm reading, I was dead on the money. They put out a good game, and it's so good. And I think I saw one article that said it's so good it shouldn't be free. Like they could have made plenty of money on it as a
I-
published.
And after playing it, I totally agree. I would have
Right.
paid I would have paid 40, 50, 60 bucks for a collector's edition. You know what I mean? For that game.
Right.
I would.
And so number one, it was unnecessarily free to play, and the other thing was that they baked in the microtransactions to the point where you literally have to pay to play.
Yep.
You have, I mean, man, you don't have to, but you're definitely going to be hurting if you don't.
Yep.
So, anyway, that's my thoughts on it. It's like, but we'll get Diablo Immortal later. I mean, I just
$110,000. What was it? $110,000 or 10 years.
right. That was the math. Somebody did the Excel math on that.
Yeah, Bellular Games.
To get geared up, it was going to cost $110,000 for 10 years.
or 10 years.
Yeah. So.
That's just insane.
And then I linked that one to you today from PC Gamer. Do you remember the title of it?
Oh shoot, I got aggro. Thought it was.
Yeah, it was. So I'll bring that up so we can talk about that one just real quick. So, as expected, the microtransactions have sparked a brutal backlash, which, no surprise, because they sparked a brutal backlash when it was announced.
Yep.
Everybody knew it was going to happen. It happened, and they're still pissed about it. So.
But again, like we've said in other streams and other conversations, the microtransactions isn't necessarily a bad thing. Hold on. There was another streamer who tested the game out, and after 8 hours of playing it, he was already 300 plus invested into it. I think
300 bucks after 8 hours.
I think
Wow,
Asmongold played it. He did the same thing, and I think his cap that I saw anyways was like 620 bucks.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah. Well,
now,
I mean, I I'm a firm believer that I will not tell anyone how to spend their time or their money.
right?
If they enjoy the game, they love it, and they want to support it, absolutely go right ahead.
Yep.
But, you know, I'm voicing my opinion where I'm voting with my dollars,
Right.
and so to this point I am not playing that game, and I'm not going to play that game. And if it happens on Diablo 4, like I said, if the model works and then they push it into Diablo 4, I think I will vote with my dollars not only on Diablo 4, but with Blizzard games in general.
Right.
Because it's just gotten to that. Because the Activision merger for Blizzard has just gotten to that point where they, StarCraft went free to play. It's full of microtransactions. Heroes of the Storm was always free to play with microtransactions. Their entire lineup almost, and the ones that aren't are just completely botched with, well, I'll say completely botched, but they didn't do what they should have done with D2 Resurrected, Warcraft 3 Reforged,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Wish we could hit Axial
So,
while we're here.
I
Bet I could find some nice cuttings for my garden.
I just keep beating that dead horse, but man, do I feel. Oh, you know what? I did want to address that feedback that you had gotten about how during that controllers and coffee, it felt like that. Some people, like I was holding back.
Yeah.
I'm not any less upset about what happened to the Diablo game.
Oh.
What the thing that has calmed me was just the amount of time that's passed since the announcement. Excuse me. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
So because it's been so long now, and it was no surprise what was coming. The fact that it finally showed up, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah,
Yep. We expected that.
I expected it. The only issue I have at this point is disappointment that it didn't turn around.
Right. Even after all the backlash, they still decided to press with it.
Right. Yeah,
Instead
and
of
that's.
listening to their fans, their players.
But that has to tell you something about that free to play model, man. That has to tell you something about how strong that is. That almost every major AAA title is free to play now.
Yep.
In some form.
In some form. Because
Including the King, World of Warcraft.
Yep.
So.
Even this game is free to play.
Right. Even this one's free to play.
I was talking with one of our viewers, Vegas Squid, and you know how in the character you've got that training mission where you can go and you can train in other classes or basically.
Right. Yeah.
The
force training.
Yeah, I was telling him about it, and he was like, I don't have that option. I was like, well, I don't understand why you wouldn't.
Not premium.
He suspects it's because of subscription.
Right.
So yeah, it's really becoming all about the money and not about making your fans or your player base happy.
Well, yeah, I agree with that to a point. Some of the free-to-play games, I am very happy with the amount of content that they put out and what they give you for free. They make how can I say it? They make a very compelling case.
Right.
Right. Tor being one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for free they give you quite a bit. It's pretty good value. But at the same time, the cartel market has become a beast.
Yep.
So,
But the thing is, the thing with the cartel market. Oh, Warwolf said there's only 2 games I'm willing to pay a subscription for, and that's Final Fantasy 14. Same here. We
yeah,
we both
we
pay.
both do.
Yeah, we both pay a subscription for Final
Okay.
Fantasy 14 and Tibia. I don't know. I've never heard of Tibia. Other than that, free to play is good, or I'm okay with buying the game fully. Um,
Right.
I absolutely agree with you. Uh, I would much
I wish
rather.
it was like that, or I wish it was more of a trial.
Right.
I wish it was more of a trial than just bait.
Yeah. You know,
Does that make sense?
it does. You know, we were talking
Yeah.
about the cartel market here in Tor. You know, the difference between the cartel market in Tor and several of the other free-to-play games with microtransactions, nothing in Tor in the cartel market is going to stop me from playing the game.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everything, even if I don't open the cartel market a single time, I can still do in a reasonable amount of time everything that the game offers.
Yeah. And I agree. As a matter of fact, I'm just to test it. I'm looking through the cartel market right now, and everything that I see
Close one there.
is
Wow, Windows 95.
yeah, man. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's like Ultimate days.
Yeah, well, that's what you say. Is Tibia is an old school top-down MMORPG. I used to play it all the way
Yeah.
back on Windows 95.
Gee. And the Win 95. Let's see. But yeah, looking at the cartel market, everything is they do have XP packs.
Yep, but don't need it.
They got XP boosts, but I mean, that's not a make or break type
Yep,
thing.
you don't need it to play the game. You may want it to play faster. You know what I mean? To get to that next point faster.
Well, now now I got to play devil's advocate because you could make the same argument for Diablo Immortal.
What do you mean?
You don't need to buy anything to play the game, but it's just gonna make it faster. You're gonna get your gems faster. You see what I'm saying?
If you buy
Hello?
them, you'll get them faster.
Yeah.
I'm talking about just playing the game. Just playing the
Oh.
game, I can get to max level faster with an XP boost.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well. Anyway. But yeah. So Diablo Immortal, bleh.
Mhm.
But I'm just. It's the. I think I mentioned it before. The line between gambling and video games is getting thinner and thinner.
Yep. Yep, that it is. That it is.
Yeah. Oh, Diablo 3's real market, real money auction house. That was. It was an unbelievable travesty.
Yep.
That, just like you said, it had to go away for that game to survive.
Yeah. And they did it. So
Yeah.
maybe we can get the crowd base for Diablo Immortal to make the same thing happen. Hey, this shit is bad. This shit is broken. This shit is almost illegal.
Right. Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
you know.
some countries are already keeping it out. So,
Yeah, Belgium and the Netherlands. I haven't seen anything recently, but when Immortal first came out, Belgium and the Netherlands both said that game's not allowed in their country.
yeah. So, so should we talk about Obi-Wan or?
Yeah, if you want to go for it. Go for it.
Sorry, man. We are so anti microtransactions. I feel like sometimes that's all we talk.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it is. That's exactly what it feels like. But it's also a
Yeah.
huge part of the video game industry now. You know, it's like you said, that's the direction it seems like video games are going. You know, which isn't a bad thing. You know, the company's got to make money. That's their business. I get it. You know, but
Yeah.
don't make it so I can't actually play the game without being forced to pay. Let me have that
Yeah.
choice of spending my money. If I enjoy the game, you'll get my money. I promise.
Yep. That's the way it's going. But yeah, so anybody that hasn't watched Obi-Wan episode 4 yet, there may be some spoilers coming your way. But overall, I thought it was pretty decent.
War said, I don't.
Huh?
War said, I don't blame you for it either. I agree with them making money, but I tend to shy away from microtransactions in general. Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. I absolutely did too.
But
I did too.
There are games that I enjoy that I have no problem spending the money on because I do support the company. I do want the company
Bro, I
to
have I have spent a grip
play.
on some fashion choices in Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm telling you, because, but it's all, and like you said, none of it affects the game.
Yeah.
And I have supported and continue to support other games that have a fair free-to-play model.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, I won't say that I shy away from them, but I don't like the predatory ones.
Right. I don't like the
And
mandatory
I know which ones. What?
The mandatory ones.
Right.
War said,
Right.
I haven't seen it, but I have a phone call I have to make, so I'll talk to you about Obi. I'll catch you guys after a little bit if you're still on.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll see you later, War. Thanks
Yeah,
for
we'll
coming
be
hanging
here.
out, dude.
Thanks, War. But yeah,
Hey, Nathan Drake, appreciate the follow. Thanks for the
Nathan
follow,
Drake.
Nathan. Nathan's number
name.
50.
Good
Nathan's number
name.
50.
oh no way.
Yes,
Number 50.
just got the alert. Nathan, number 50 follower. We appreciate that so much.
Yeah. All right, man. Nathan, make sure you put exclamation point raffle in the chat so that you can get entered for that headset, because we are going to give it away now.
Yep, absolutely. Now that we've
We're
got our
gonna
50
do the
followers,
drawing.
yep, after the stream is ended, me and Bane will sit down and we'll get the name drawn. And we'll announce the winner maybe on our next actual Controllers and Coffee. We'll announce
Yeah.
our headset winner. Outstanding. We appreciate everybody that's given us follow, everybody that's just talked to us and hung out with us.
Right.
Even the people that haven't followed, but still just came in and chit-chatted with us and watched the streams. We appreciate everybody. That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That's great.
Man,
That's great. That's such a good feeling.
yeah, it sure is. All the time that we've been spending putting this stuff together, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's really one hell of a good feeling, like you said.
Yeah.
Uh,
Here's a coffee to
Nathan-
you. If it weren't 10:30 in the morning, Nathan, I would drink a lot more than a coffee for you. But I don't want to seem like I
Yeah.
have a problem.
Yeah, we and love the name too. One of my favorite series of all time.
Yep.
Although I didn't get to play the last one. I haven't played through that one. Yeah, I got to play. I love the original trilogy. Yeah.
That's phenomenal. Nathan, you're an amazing human being.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
we gotta start thinking about what's gonna be the next giveaway.
So
So
I think we need to step our game up.
yeah,
Black Razor
I do
headset is
too.
cool. I'm thinking next one when we get actually get to affiliated status, we'll do another giveaway.
Right.
And I'm thinking a gaming controller and mouse combo, or not controller, gaming keyboard and mouse combo.
Yeah. Well, I was just looking at my gear here, and I'm thinking that I'm gonna chip something in. Not my personal, but a brand new copy of some of my favorite gear. I personally really enjoy Corsair
Yep, that's what I was thinking.
gaming stuff. So, or gaming peripherals. And I might I'm gonna take a look to see what's out there these days. Mine are from last year, so there's probably some new models.
Mm,
But I'll see what there is that we can offer. I want to make sure that our followers feel rewarded.
yes, and loved, which they are.
Yeah. So. Yeah, man. Big deal there.
Yes.
Big deal there. So. Oh yeah. Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Yeah.
So. So yeah, back to the show. So yeah, I watched Obi-Wan last night. I enjoyed it, especially the somewhat retro aspect of Obi-Wan sneaking through the Imperial base.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
And it was much more the Obi-Wan that I was expecting than what I had complained about him previously. You remember I said they kind of made him out to be a little
Weak.
fraidy cat,
Yeah.
a little weak, but things were better this time around. And I'm trying not to give away too many spoilers.
Well, that's fine. It's, I don't know, our syncs are off or something, because this
Why?
is for me, this was the worst one.
Really?
For me, yeah. I just didn't. I mean, it was a good show. You know, like
Well,
I've said, it's a good show. It's Star Wars. You
Yeah.
know, but I'm trying to. And I was talking with, because me and Dreadism were talking about it earlier.
Yeah.
Did I enjoy the show because it was Star Wars, or did I enjoy the show because it was a good show? I think I only enjoyed the show because it was because it was Star Wars. There was
Yeah.
nothing that, like every time like in the last episode, episode 3, every time I saw Vader out there, I was like, ooh, what's he gonna do? You know what I mean?
Right.
I got excited. I was motivated to keep watching. I wanted to see what was gonna happen next. This one here was just like, okay, yep, show's over. What's next? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I guess yeah. Um, I could see kind of how can I put it?
It
There's
just
less
wasn't as
emotion.
action packed as it should be.
There's less tension. There's less. There's less tension. There's less aggression, anger than there should be, because like Vader. I'm not. As I can't believe I'm saying this, but Vader's not selling it, man. And that was in episode 3 and 4. But Vader's just not selling it to me that he's pissed. Dude, he got his legs chopped off and left for dead on fire. This man left him on a fire planet with no legs, right? And and only for like a split second when he was dragging him through the fire did I actually feel that.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the supposed betrayal of Anakin falling to the dark side under Obi-Wan's nose, where he's like, oh, "What have you become,
Right.
dude? You got nothing else." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, how did you survive? You know,
Why did you
know,
survive? Why are you here?
what's Palpy up to? You know, where's
How your boy
you know,
doing?
yeah, how's your boy doing? You know, so it's like I felt like there should have been not only more to say, but there should have been more emotion there.
Hmm.
Because when you think about the choreography for the episode 3, that final saber duel, you could feel that.
Yeah.
That man.
Yeah.
I mean, you could feel it because they were pissed, but there was none of that in this one
Yep.
at all. It was kind of flat.
Yep.
So I can understand what you're saying, but and I guess I would agree that I'm enjoying this show mostly just because it's Star Wars and that they took the effort to continue the story.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And bring back the actors and the people that we now picture as these people.
Right. But so I guess maybe I'm tempering a little bit my old age as far as the nerd rage goes, but because having spent so long without any additions to the Star Wars universe, that or visual additions, I should say.
Yeah.
But no, hold on. Before I say that, any good visual additions. We
Yeah.
won't talk about the last trilogy, okay? Well, I'm not gonna go there, because that was an aimless mess,
Right.
to be honest.
Yeah, it was. But again, I still enjoyed them. But I think I only enjoyed them because they were Star Wars. Not because it was a good movie. It was Star Wars, so I felt like I have to like this. I have to enjoy this.
Well, yeah. So, but I don't say I have to. I didn't.
Well, it's like what I was saying, I didn't.
I don't feel like I'm being forced. I'm not forced to like this one. It's just it is what it is. It's kind of the same thing with like the Mandalorian episodes of Boba Fett,
Right.
right? With CGI Luke and Ahsoka, and it felt forced, but it was still cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They did what they could do.
Yep.
And so I am grateful for that.
Not wrong, buddy.
So,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Now, Mando, when Luke came in to rescue Grogu, I hate.
Yeah, just Baby Yoda.
But-
I'm good with Baby Yoda.
Yeah, but when Luke came in to rescue Baby Yoda, that was like, you know the meme with Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the TV.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was
Holding a
me.
wine glass.
That was me. That was me. I was like, no. It was the same thing with Cad Bane. So
Yep.
I'm not saying that the Star Wars TV universe is bad by any means, because I have had those moments.
Yeah.
Those moments.
I agree.
The Cad Bane moment, the Luke Skywalker moment. I know some people didn't agree with. No, a lot of people don't agree with me, but like the episode with Luke and Ahsoka, my jaw dropped. That I was actually watching. That I was actually watching a live action animation character,
Right.
a live action version of an animation character, and a CGI version of a previously live action
Right.
character.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, like that was, I don't know, has that ever happened before? Is that like that's some kind of crazy Roger Rabbit thing? You know what I
For
mean?
those of you who don't know who Roger Rabbit is,
Look it up.
right? Look it
Google
up.
But yeah, so those moments were fantastic.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I
So,
agree.
so for those of you out there, you know, if you don't like it, Obi-Wan, I understand, but give him some credit, I guess. We don't have to go all like,
Yeah, nerd rage.
we don't have to, yeah, we don't have to rage on them enough to where they don't ever want to make another Star Wars
So that's
anything anymore.
that brings me to the next topic, subject, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be, Obi-Wan is supposed to be a limited series, which means there shouldn't be a second season.
Okay.
But I just read somewhere, and this could be clickbait. Hey, welcome back, Vegas.
Hey, Vegas.
Vegas, this is Bane. This is the good buddy
Man,
of
are
mine.
you driving around? Are you driving around Vegas right now with on a motorcycle?
Well, not right now, I'm sure.
Because I'm in the Southwest too, and I'm telling you, man. But last week it has been burning, freaking hot. Okay.
Um, yeah, me and Bane have known each other for 20 something years. Um, that's why God created air conditioning, right?
That's why I'm sitting in it right now. Damn the electric bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying? I'm sorry to interrupt you. You were saying about we've known each other 20 years.
Oh, I was just introducing you to Vegas. He's been hanging out with me all morning. Really good guy. Prior Navy, so we won't judge him for that, Bane.
Yeah. No, I never do. I never do. You guys got really good uniforms. Jealous.
That's the Marines that you're thinking of, buddy.
Uh,
No, it's same difference.
I'm sorry if this offends you, but I always liked the Cracker Jack uniform. I always liked the Cracker Jacks. I don't know why. I remember being in tech school and watching the Navy's guys march to class, and I was like, man, I should have joined the Navy.
Not me.
Yeah.
What were we talking about? I forgot now. Oh shit! These guys zip lining in. Really?
Well, we had. We were talking about Obi-Wan. I think we finished on that, and then. But yeah, and then I said, like or don't like it, but let's not nerd rage to the point where they don't want to make anymore.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, Vegas. I see your last statement, and I can say the same thing. I can say the same thing.
And never mind. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it.
We're not going to say when because my wife may be watching.
Yep. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I love you.
So what were you gonna say about?
Oh yeah. So Obi-Wan is supposed to be a limited series, which means there should only be 6 episodes and no second season. But fact check me on this. I just saw an article this morning that they are already discussing and talking about a season 2.
There's always rumors.
Yeah,
There's always rumors. And if it's a hit, Disney is not afraid to make sequels. Everybody knows that. How many? How many Frozens are we up to by now? You know what I mean? So, if it makes money, there's going to be sequels. There's going to be more.
Especially with Disney.
And it's like just pay Ewan McGregor whatever he wants.
Yep.
So.
Yes, it is. It is even more so than Boba Fett, and I thought everybody was going to be more excited
Vader's
about
back,
Boba Fett.
baby.
But I really think Vader being back pushed that over the show.
Yeah, that's why I watched it. And
Vegas said
not only was it Vader, but they brought James Earl Jones back.
Yep.
So.
Vegas, if
Yes.
Disney really wants my money, really wants my money and wants my respect and wants me to praise them to high heaven, they will make either a Darth Bane movie.
Darth Bane trilogy, please.
Yeah, or a Revan series.
Yeah. Well, I think to tell Bane's story correctly, you're going to need to tell Revan. They're going to need to do Revan. Because I know in the Bane books...
I disagree.
In the Bane books... Well, in the Bane books, they reference Revan quite a few times.
Right, Keanu Reeves is Revan, yeah.
So...
Exactly. That's why they need to do Bane first. So the people who don't know will be like, well, who is this Revan dude? What is this Revan guy? And then 5 years later, boom, as Vegas just said, Keanu Reeves is Revan.
And yeah, that'd be pretty good. He looks like Revan already.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man,
Yep.
I had a lot of high hopes going into the Disney era of Star Wars, hoping that they were going to do the Old Republic, and then those hopes were crushed when they announced the High Republic.
Yeah, the High Republic.
And I'm not prejudging the High Republic,
I am.
dude. What a missed opportunity! There is so much content already written for the Old Republic.
But so I think the reason that Disney does not want to do the Old Republic is because the Old Republic is not pretty. It's dark. It's you know what I mean? It's evil. Sith are everywhere.
One there.
Right.
Whereas the High Republic, and it's all bright and sunny and everything's golden and sparkling. That's why I think Disney decanonized. Is that a word? Decanonized? Uncanonized?
No, I think you had it right the first time.
Yeah, decanonized the Old Republic.
I think
Everything before Darth Plagueis, the books, Darth Plagueis books, is never happened in Disney's universe.
well,
And that's because it was all about fighting and killing and evil and conquering and domination and control. It wasn't about the good guys. My little bravado dance wasn't about the good guys. It was about the Republic was fighting to survive. The Sith Empire was fighting to dominate.
badass. Yeah. And you know what? That in the final parts of the Rise of Skywalker, when I saw the Sith in the stadium, never mind the fucking Emperor clone, whatever that was, but when they had a stadium full of Sith, I was like, oh, here we go.
Right.
Here, the Sith Empire is coming back.
Yes.
Like, so for whatever reason they decided to shit can the rule of two, and we're going to bring back the whole empire, and we're going to have Jedi, the new Jedi Academy, and
Yep.
and
All
oh my
kinds
God.
of lost potential.
Yeah, in droves.
And
drove.
again, you just would have seen me just chucking money at Disney, just left and
Right.
right, throwing money at them.
Yeah, I mean, for anyone that's ever seen the Knights of the Old or the Old Republic Deceived trailer,
Mm-hmm.
if you haven't seen it, get on YouTube and look up Deceived with Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yeah.
That, over 3 minutes or whatever it was more Star Wars than
The 6 hours
three-
of the last 3 movies.
Right, the 6 hours of the last 3 movies. I mean, it was incredible, and that's the reason why I'm still sitting here right now playing this game.
Mm-hmm.
Is because that it was a new level of Star Wars
Yep.
that and along with the Deceived trailer, there were a couple other ones, Hope and I can't remember the name of the one that was on the when they started out with the Smuggler.
Yeah, I know what you're
had the
talking about.
Smuggler.
Um,
The Return, is it Return? When the Sith came back, when the Sith first returned, came back.
maybe.
But
I don't
those-
remember, but I know what you're talking about.
But those original CGI trailers for Star Wars: The Old Republic were off the freaking chain,
Yes.
and they were so good, and they told the stories so well
Yep.
in just a couple of minutes, and just like Brad was saying, they were dark.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the Deceived trailer, the Sith win.
Yep.
And when have you ever seen the Sith win?
When
You know what I mean? Right. So it's well, I mean, even in Empire Strikes Back, it was like it was still. I mean, I guess you could say the Sith won then, but you knew they were coming back,
Right.
right? So you knew that the good guy was gonna win in the end.
Yes.
But anyway, just So yeah,
So
we're
I
talking
skipped it,
Star
but
Wars.
Vegas said the next Star Wars movie is coming out in 2023, I think.
2020. Really? I
Yeah.
thought they were on hiatus. What?
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything about a new Star Wars movie coming out.
I wonder if it's going to be one of those side stories, or if it's going to be, because I had heard that Rian Johnson's new trilogy had gotten sidelined.
Who?
The guy that directed Last Jedi.
Oh.
Last I heard, he'd signed on to do another trilogy, and
Multiple directors did. Oh,
So was
they had Mandalorian had multiple directors. Squid, is that what you're saying? Maybe that's why it was so much better than. Yeah, maybe that's why it was so much better than the other one, the other TV series.
But yeah, maybe it's a Mando movie. I'd like to see him continue the side stories. I really would. After Rogue One, I'd like to see more of those.
Really? Did you
Little
like?
side
Did you
stories.
like Solo?
You know what? At the risk of getting nerd crucified, like I lose my Star Wars card. I did. I liked it. I didn't think it was that bad. Sure, I really, I remember thinking at the end of the movie, I was like, why was everybody so angry about this? But I can see possibly, I can see possibly, the lead actor didn't really live up to Han Solo's legacy, I guess, maybe.
All right. Vegas said.
Maybe there were some plot points that I didn't know about that were loopholes of some kind.
Vegas
But
said the
I thought
director
Ron
of the
Howard
new
did a
Star
good job of
Wars
saving
is
it, at least.
Taika Waititi. You know who that is?
Taika Waititi.
Why? I don't know.
That
if I'm
wasn't
saying it.
the lady that did the voice of. No, I'm not even gonna pretend I don't know.
Okay. When you Google him, you'll know who he
That's
is.
the guy,
Oh, it's a
okay.
guy. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you Google him, you'll know who he is. All right.
Well, let's do that.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and do that because I'm curious now. Because like this was news.
Hands up.
Yeah. So I don't. Also
Who are you?
says he's from New Zealand. Oh yeah. I've seen him before.
Obviously. Preeminent expert in exotechnology and senior design engineer for
And
presumably you're here
looks
to
like
seize
he
control of
did
the
2 Thor
facility,
movies.
or perhaps to sabotage the defensive systems?
Make yourself useful or you're dead.
I would love to make a grand speech about never giving up and choosing death over dishonor, but the truth is the situation is
Oh yes, I have heard of this project.
Shields, anti-aircraft
I just
guns,
didn't
and
know
so on
that it was
have been
expected in
shown to be visible
2023.
control station near the top
What
of the
project is it?
spire.
Star Wars Rogue Squadron, brother.
Oh.
Dude. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Commander.
I wonder if this is when Sebastian Stan is gonna make his
Higher up in the spire.
Is that so?
his entry as Luke Skywalker.
That was the Jedi, Tau Adair. She's commanding the last of the facility's guards.
Or this might be Rogue Squadron before Luke.
Then headed upstairs.
It's probably going to be before Luke.
Target.
Yeah.
Commander, on Ossus, we united our strength to crush the
Yeah.
Jedi who tried
I'm
to oppose the
definitely
Empire.
excited
It's
about that
time
one.
We repeated that triumph.
Definitely excited about that
Join
one.
me, and together we will win a victory for the Empire that will change the course
Okay,
of the
how
galaxy
could you
forever.
not be? It's like Top Gun with X-wings,
Right?
maybe.
I've met this Jedi
Or it's going to be really bad.
I'm going to enjoy
Don't say no.
Dude.
Major,
Dude,
Gotta be positive, man. You
you
gotta
can't
be
be real.
positive.
Yes,
gotta
Dude,
be
you know
weird.
what?
About him.
You can
People
keep
were
it
positive.
real.
People were positive about 7, 8, and 9 too.
I was too, and I walked into all three of them thinking they're gonna fix it this time.
Yep. And where are
But
you at? And where are you
but,
at now?
but you know what happened? Rogue One. That's what happened. I walked into Rogue One thinking, why the fuck am I here?
Yep.
And then
Pleasantly
and
surprised.
and I walked out just like flying.
Yep.
Like, no pun intended. But I was like, I had a good time watching Rogue One.
Yep.
I really did. So
Ooh, I got Malgus as a
so they
companion
could
again.
surprise you. They could surprise you. Don't write it off yet. It's still a year away. How you gonna write it off already?
I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna watch it because again, it's Star Wars, so I feel obligated to watch it. I feel like I have to watch it because it's Star Wars.
Right. Okay.
And then I will decide, just like the Obi-Wan movie, or TV show, the Boba Fett series, Mandalorian. I have to watch them. You know, all the animations on Disney. I've watched all those.
Yeah.
You know,
Steady.
Yeah.
some
I've
are
even
good,
watched.
some are good, some are bad. But it's Star Wars, so I feel like I have to